Right. Well, as part of our media capturing, broadcasting section, which encompasses, it's primarily focused on Google Meet, how to navigate Google Meet. I'm going to add a supplemental part here because it's something that I do feel that teachers are going to need to know how to do, especially if they're doing a lot of pre-recording and their Google Drive is getting sort of full. You really can't fill up your Google Drive. But for instance, like I'm at 162 gigabytes, which is rather substantial in terms of size. So we're going to take and include this supplemental portion, and probably in week 7 here for our teachers and support staff to look at. So today I'm going to talk about uploading your videos to YouTube. If you have a Bristol issued account, you have a YouTube channel, right? So you can upload your videos pretty effortlessly. So to do that, let's go ahead and take a look at what that entails here. That's going to require us to, dragging around here. That's going to require us to go ahead and use the Google app button to the waffle box, as I call it. We want to navigate to YouTube. And if you don't have that icon available, you can just go straight to Google, type in YouTube, and be directed to YouTube. You may be asked to sign in if you haven't already. So you'll want to sign in with your the first part of the cadence for your username, and then our domain name at bristol.k12.wi.us. Once you've done that, you see your little icon up here that you could readily identify. You know that you're logged in. Uploading a video is as simple as going to create and then upload video. So there's a couple of different ways that you can upload your video. If you know where it's at, you can select it, or you can also simply drag and drop it if you already have a window open. I like to go the select files route. And I know that this is stored in videos. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do upload the screen capture with Google Hangouts. Let's do this one, it's more recent. Integrating Google Meet. I'm going to go ahead and hit open. And that is going to go ahead and prompt me with a couple of other things. I can name it something other than what the file name is. I can provide a description. I can also do custom thumbnails if I would like to. All of this is at your discretion. You can even add it to a playlist if you want. I add mine to Tech Tips. Let's say this is for Bristol School District Professional. And I don't know why I'm capitalizing everything. I do that. I'm horrible about it. There we go. Just a brief description. You can get more in depth if you'd like. I can then go to next. Oops, left something off at the bottom here. You can select if yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's not made for kids. This one doesn't have anything that would be particularly of concern or present any particular concern. And hit next. Video elements. You can get real fancy here and add like wipe screens, like at the beginning, like a flash screen if you wanted to, or an end screen, or cards to promote certain things. You see at the end of videos, a lot of times the cards will pop up for people to click on. You can do those types of things here if you want to. Say that the video was a 2-part series or 3-part series. You could add cards to the video that would link you to those previous videos. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Here we're going to go ahead and we're going to set the visibility. The visibility here is pretty self-explanatory. In this case, because it's for students, you can choose either unlisted or public. Selecting public really isn't going to endanger your students any, in that, I mean, it's they're not posting anything that's public. They're receiving something from the public domain. So either one of these is fine. You can then schedule a release for your video. So let's say that you don't want this necessarily to be visible right away. You can do that, and you can say it's going to be released on August 1st and at noon. You can do that so that students have to wait to see it. If it doesn't matter, you can just go ahead and click publish. One thing that I like to do if I need to share the link right away before it's actually fully uploaded and processed, is you can share your link in advance by clicking copy here. So you can actually share the access to the video before it's even actually fully processed. And ideally, what's going to happen is by the time the end user, the client, accesses the video, it will be fully published and be fully processed. So I'm in no hurry today, so I'm just going to click publish. And here we can see that the video is processing, and we're at 95%. We can also see the video quality is SD, which is fine. SD is perfectly sufficient for what we're trying to accomplish here. And once this has processed, we can then share it with our students by linking it. I'm going to go ahead and let this do its thing. And while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and come in here, and I'm going to access a previously recorded video. So I'm going to go to click on my little icon here. I'm going to go ahead and go to YouTube Studio. And so this is your personal studio. And then we're going to go to videos. We can see a list of videos that we've uploaded. And let's say I want to share let's say that I want to share this particular instructional video. I'm going to go ahead and click the 3 dot. I'm going to get the shareable link. I'm going to navigate to my classroom, and I will include that. Let's go up here. We're going to create. Let's do material. So that's more of a material post. And then this is sample material. I'll say the description is sample resources for week 7. And you would include your order of your sequencing and that type of thing. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click add. I'm going to go to YouTube, and I already have the URL, so I can find the specific video that I'm after. I'll copy and paste that in there, and as you can see, it pops right up. It comes right it's immediately available. You can preview it if you need to. And then you can click add. And we can see that that's added and readily available for our student. Let's check on our video upload. It's 95% processed still. It's hanging on there. We might need to refresh the screen. It might take a minute. So, it's doing its thing. We're going to let it upload. But that concludes our unit on how to upload to YouTube. If any of you have any questions or need any assistance with activating your YouTube account or getting into your YouTube channel as a teacher, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. You can email me, or you can post in our Google Professional Development Classroom, and I will answer those requests for support in the order that I get them. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this has helped some of you and given some of you tools that you can use.